Russians are furious. They're furious because Zelenskyj wore a t-shirt showing their country as tiny, like really tiny. No, seriously, but Russians are real mad about this, throwing tantrums. It's like when you tell a child that Santa isn't real. But there's a reason for this, and that's because they have a history that they really want to forget. So let's zoom in at the back here. It says 1462, and back then Russia wasn't even Russia. It was actually just a handful of muddy villages with angry peasants ruled by crazy warlords. But a lot has changed since then. The number of muddy villages filled with angry peasants ruled by crazy warlords has increased dramatically into what we now know as Russia. Russians really don't like to be reminded of this. I mean, imagine being a Russian and realizing that your empire wasn't always this land-grabbing monster you hoped it was. Devastating. However, most importantly here, back in the 1400s, the Grand Duchy of Moscow was a minor player on the European chessboard. They had no claim on Ukraine, no connection to Crimea, and no right to even look in the direction of this city, Kyiv. So when Zelenskyj wears that shirt, it's not only funny, it's actually true. Because we've got Russians strutting around thinking that they've always been the head of some global superpower empire, when in fact, they've just been a kid at the corner of the sandbox, plotting quietly world domination, while everyone else has been building beautiful castles. A bit like this one, which actually happened to be built in 1513, which was, guess it, before Russia existed. But Russians, you guys seem so angry recently. Maybe it's time to take a break and shrink back down to the size of the good old days. For old time's sake. For everyone's sake.